Hello and welcome to the Surprisingly Sober Podcast, the funniest podcast on the internet. Uh, I'm Taran,
And I'm Trevor.
and today we will be talking about very important topics that really impact how the world moves forward.
Yeah, you know what? First I got off right off the bat.
Oh shit! Wait, baseball?
No,
Oh,
no, we're not going to talk about that.
okay.
We did just watch the home run derby. It was fun and
Yeah.
exciting. No. So you and I were scrolling through Netflix the other day. God damn it, that sounded very Letterkenny like. You don't get that reference, but we were scrolling through Netflix the other day, and we saw a movie
A movie.
with Tom Hanks that looks like a fucking joke. It's called The Terminal, where he lives inside the airport.
Funny enough, I don't remember.
Oh, you made a comment on it. You're like, you thought that it looked like kind of stupid.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I watched it.
Dude, you do not need vacations. You just watch dumb shit when you're on vacation.
Oh man, I've watched a lot of dumb shit on my vacation. So The Terminal with Tom Hanks came out in the early 2000s, 2004, I think. Basically, what it is Tom Hanks plays a man who, while on the flight from his like Russian satellite state. Like,
You can spoil anything you want. Don't try and
No,
step
no,
over words.
I'm
I'm not gonna watch this movie.
he's from a fake country.
Okay.
So I'm trying to. It's like one of those like the country of Georgia or Ukraine.
Okay,
like
so
one of
like
those
the
types of
kind of
countries?
Euro-Asian, like kind of like right
Euro,
somewhere
Russian.
right kind of in the middle of the two continents.
They're white.
all right, we got it.
Well, yeah. So, but it's a fake country.
Yeah.
While he's on the plane, he lands and he finds out that his country has.
Oh,
had a
that
military
movie,
coup.
like fast forward like 10 years or whatever.
No,
What?
no. He gets so because his country has a coup.
Oh.
While he's on the plane, the country bans entry and exit from the country, so his passport is no longer valid. So going through customs, he can't go into the United States because the United States does not recognize Krakosia or something as a country anymore.
Okay.
So he has to live in the terminal until the U.S. recognizes the country, so they can accept his passport. So he ends up living in the terminal at JFK Airport in New York for 9 months or something like that.
That is the most boring plot I've ever heard in my life.
So, no, I think that it would be really cool if it was like about him fighting to get into the country, but no, they turned it into a fucking rom-com, and that's what I have a problem with. Catherine Zeta-Jones is in it. She plays a fucking stewardess who is like a mistress for some guy who they meet up at JFK and they have sex in her hotel room, every 3 weeks or whatever when she comes through there. And because he's there for 9 months, he ends up, talking to her and she thinks that he's just always passing through there at the same time. And then at the end, she finds out, he's been living there. And then the bad guy is Stanley Tucci. You know who he is, right?
Yeah, I just don't understand why you're telling me about this movie.
Because it's so fucking dumb. I don't understand what is with American and like Hollywood and turning everything into a fucking romantic comedy. It didn't need to be a romantic comedy. It's an interesting enough, just like.
It's not interesting.
If they could have done it differently, where they made it like his fight against our stupid fucking immigration policies and stuff.
Well, it's
like
not
that.
even like immigration policies. It's like national security because he's not. Was he trying to move here, or was he just visiting because like he was a businessman or something?
Visiting because so that's the other thing too, is they try to figure out why he's there. He's got this little peanut can or something like that, and he's going to New York to see some like jazz player that his dad was in love with, and his dad had just died, and so he was like doing this as like a.
Oh, and his ashes.
No, it wasn't his ashes.
Oh.
That's what everyone thought when he started to talk.
What's in the box?
Yeah, it was in the peanut can.
What's in the can?
So, I'm just like, it would have been they could have made it like really interesting and made it very powerful, but instead they turned it into a fucking romantic comedy. And that's what bothers me.
Yeah, no, Another really good example of romance getting kind of shoehorned into places where it doesn't belong was The Hobbit. You ever watch the Hobbit trilogy?
I never saw the Hobbit trilogy.
So for whatever reason, so Legolas was not a part of the Hobbit book at all. But for whatever reason, they included Legolas and this
Orlando Bloom.
Yeah, and this other girl elf into the fucking story. And the girl elf falls in love with one of the dwarves that is traveling with Bilbo and Gandalf. And like they just randomly threw in this fucking like lovers triangle subplot that didn't fucking matter with characters that weren't even in the book. The dwarf was in the book.
Isn't that maybe why the movies were shit?
They stretched out the shortest of 4 books into being 3 movies.
Yeah. Like, when they just made one movie for each book.
They should have just done 2 movies max. Like,
granted though, each of the Lord of the Rings movies were so big that when you bought them on DVD, it came with 2 DVDs.
Yeah.
They were so fucking big.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, the like Hobbit was shit.
A lot of, yeah.
I never saw it too. I just know it was shit.
Then, like the thing is, even if you read the books, like honestly, the Lord of the Rings movies, if you are someone who's like done both, read the books and seen the movies, holding the opinion that the movies are better than the books is like widely seen as a fair opinion. Where like, you know, people with like literally anything else, like, no, the book's better.
The movies were better than the Lord of the Rings books?
Yeah. Like the Lord of the Rings movies were better than the Lord of the Rings books. Like people like hold that as a very fair opinion because they did so good with those movies.
Yeah.
Then they went and made the fucking Hobbit for some reason.
So Peter Jackson directed The Hobbit, right?
Yeah.
All 3 of them.
Yeah.
So it's weird. What has Peter Jackson done other than Lord of the Rings? Didn't he do a King Kong movie with Jack Black? Like the original King Kong? Not the original King Kong, but like the first like big blockbuster remake.
Wait. Okay, never mind. My brain is dead. Yeah, he did do a King Kong movie in 2005.
Yeah.
Mortal Engines in 2018. Lovely Bones 2009.
Never heard of any of those.
Yeah. I've heard of Mortal Engines, but I didn't see it. It was like one of those movies where you saw the trailer and you kind of turn to your date that you're there at the movie theater with and you're like, that doesn't look bad. And then you just never watch it because it's not that good.
You're too busy fucking your girlfriend?
It was my significant other at the time. Wait, okay. No, was it 2018? So no. I probably would have saw it with Valerie then.
When you guys went and saw Spider-Man.
That was anyway. Well, no, because the movie came out in 2018, so probably trailer was around 2017. Yeah.
Yeah, when you saw Spider-Man.
Yeah, that was after we broke up.
Far From Spider-Man Home is it Homecoming?
Yeah.
Was it?
Valerie and I broke up, and then I went to go see Spider-Man with Leia.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, keep the timelines right.
God damn it, the sacred timeline. But TVA. Hollywood.
Dude, I swear, if I ever like find someone that I love or find any sort of happiness in the world, TVA is showing up. That's not part of my timeline.
You're right. It's part of neither of our timelines.
Oof, big oof.
So yeah, I've had a lot of time to think in the last week, Taran.
Yeah. What have you thought of?
What have I thought of?
Yeah. Did you think of what your favorite color is?
Oh, I've always known that.
Is it blue?
It's blue, yeah.
Yeah. You look like a blue guy. Because you're depressed.
I'm blue in the beta. I don't know.
I don't even know what you're singing.
You know that I'm blue and I beat off and I beat. I don't know. That fucking blue song.
Dude, I have no idea what you're talking about.
What is that fucking song called? It's really fucking annoying. I don't know.
I see. I just thought of Mr. Blue Sky. The
because I'm Mr. Blue.
No,
Sky.
It's Hey Mr. Blue. The song that played at the last episode of BoJack Horseman at the end.
Hey Mr. Blue. Wait, no, you're thinking Electric Light Orchestra?
No.
I don't remember the song that played at the end of BoJack.
It was a very sad, somber song.
But I've had a lot of time to think because I went on a long motorcycle trip and I had a lot of time with my thoughts.
You just wanted to shoehorn in the fucking motorcycle trip. I knew this was coming.
It's not impressive.
I saw this coming from day fucking one of this podcast.
Is when I rode my motorcycle across the country.
Yeah.
That's more impressive.
What was more impressive was when you were behind the uh, SUV or whatever with a bunch of hot chicks and had that moment with the construction worker.
Yeah. So let me tell that story.
Yeah.
So I'm in town in Idaho. I'm in Boise.
I'm in
And
a town in Idaho. I'm not going to disclose the location. Don't want to dox it. It's a little unheard of, you know.
fuck Boise.
Boise.
So I was in Boise. I was in downtown and pulled down this street where there's construction going on. So they have like a 3-lane wide road down to 1 lane, and pull up to a red light. I'm the second vehicle in line behind a minivan full from Utah. So I'm like, fucking Mormons, you know,
Yeah.
because that's what everyone thinks.
Yeah.
Fucking Mormons.
Yeah.
And so they're doing construction, and at the red light, it's like 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock. It was like quitting time, you know? And there's a dude who was setting down his stuff at the corner there, and he gets up, looks around, looks into the SUV, and I see him, and he just goes, he's just shocked.
Yeah.
He just goes, what? And I look up, and I can see the back of about 9 girls' heads, all platinum blonde. They all look like they're college age, and he's just like, he's bewildered. This dude thinks he just walked into a fucking porno.
Which it's really funny that you say that because I can't find the post, but my friend / someone I used to date, Aaliyah, recently had a bachelorette party. I don't know where it was, but she took pictures from the inside of the SUV, and it is exactly what you described. And I'm just like, if it was,
So
that would be hysterical.
So he's like looking, and I flip up my visor, and I'm like trying to get him to make eye contact. We finally make eye contact, and he just looks at me and goes, "Dude," and I'm like, "Is it what I think it is?" And he's like, "Yes."
Dude, so that's what I love about guys. Like, we just understand that. So I was at work. I'm sitting in the office, and this really fucking hot chick walks by wearing tight yoga pants, and she's just stopping by the Starbucks kiosk in there, and she's wearing like a sports bra and stuff. Looks hot as shit. She fills out those fucking yoga pants great. And this is what I do. I just
Casually look.
Yeah, just
discreetly.
Just like, okay, cool.
You don't prove to women that you're a fucking pig.
Yeah.
You hide.
And so the other 3 older women
that you're talking to.
Everyone in the office is older women, all over 45. And so that's old. I'm sick of people fucking saying shit like that. Yeah, maybe old compared to you. No, you're fucking old. Like, I don't know how to break this to you. If you're over 35, you're old.
Yeah, at that point, that's like should we put this car in the junkyard?
So one of them notices, and they're all
just rubbernecking.
Yeah. And so once they're all finally done with that and they all go back to normal, I'm just saying there, like, I didn't even look again. Like, I already saw. So I'm just. And then once they finally, like, kind of sit back down and stop, like, ogling at her, I'm just like, you guys would never make it as men. And then they all start laughing. I'm like, no, you're going to fucking listen to me now. I did this. You guys. Did you see that ass? This fucking fat.
Jesus. So other than us being disgusting pigs,
Yeah.
I had a lot of time to think.
Yeah.
Last surprisingly sober podcast, Joe Rogan started cancel culture. You brought up that
You need to go to talk therapy and you have anxiety.
Yeah.
So,
and you kind of pointed out like I told you certain things that I do, and you're like, yeah, that's blatant anxiety.
yeah.
And now that I was like out in the world, again, because this has actually really like been like the first time I've been like out in the world. Like I walked into stores with no mask, all sorts of stuff.
Dude, other than work, I still generally wear my mask in public.
I have been since I've gotten back from the trip. I have been, except for today when I went over to Fred Meyer. I didn't just to see what it was like. It's weird when I go in wearing my mask. Almost everyone else isn't wearing their mask. When I go in not wearing a mask, almost everyone else is wearing a mask.
Yeah, no, I've noticed that, but I feel like it. I don't know. because when I'm wearing a mask, I'm kind of looking for people not wearing a mask, and when I'm not wearing a mask, I'm kind of looking for people wearing a mask. So you're kind of just like you
You have
see
a
more of what
bias.
you're looking for.
Yeah, you have a bias.
Yeah.
But so while on this trip, I've had um, a lot of time to think and notice the things that I do and try and counteract them. And it's actually surprisingly a lot easier than I thought it would be to just do it, you know?
Yeah. So what'd you do to
Well, it's just
combat
like
your
little things
anxiety?
like talking to people.
Who'd you talk to? Did you talk to anyone?
Well, no, I just mean like
Make
how
polite
you do it,
conversation.
how you make conversation.
Yeah.
You go up to a fucking girl at Chipotle and she'll be like, "What would you like?" And you'll be like, "I'll have a burrito. How's your day going?" You know,
Yeah.
you'll force a conversation in there. I'll just be like, "I'll have a burrito."
You want to know why I do that? Because they're bored as shit back there. Burrito. Okay.
It's not
White
bored.
white or brown rice? White. Okay. Black or pinto beans? Pinto. Okay.
That's their fucking job.
Yeah, but it's just like, hey, how are you? Good.
I know,
Good to
but
hear,
like
man.
so I was going into gas stations all the time
Yeah.
and stores and all sorts of stuff. So I was like, trying to make a little bit more conversation, be nicer.
Yeah.
Not be nicer, just I think I'm generally nice.
I don't know.
Just be more, just get out of my comfort zone, because it was getting out of my comfort zone being like, "Oh, how's your day going? Oh yeah, it's really hot outside. How's your trip going? Ah, it's been pretty great."
Yeah. That's it.
Yeah, that's a start.
Yeah.
That's like it's a small start, but
Yeah.
but just having to force myself to do it, realized how much of a problem it has become, and that I've done it so long. I've lived my life. It's like living your life with a limp. You
Yeah.
don't notice it after a while. Although
Yeah.
I don't have a limp, so I don't know if that's true or not, but you know what I mean.
You know what I mean, you fucking cripples. Dude,
Yeah.
so I have a coworker who English isn't their first language.
Is it Swahili, their first language?
No.
That would be cool.
An Asian language is their first language. I don't know which one.
It's definitely not Swahili.
Yeah. And so she'll often not know, like, not often. She's actually very well spoken, but she'll occasionally not know the word for something. And she couldn't think of, like, being, like, disabled. So she was like, I forget what she said, but it kind of implied it retarded. Like mentally, like being mentally disabled, not physically disabled. And it was just like, it got a big fucking laugh out of the room. And I was like, they were like, their leg was messed up, like they were handicapped. And she's like, yes, that's the word. And everyone was like, wait, their leg was retarded? I was like, Jesus Christ, guys. Let her tell the fucking story.
Yeah. Yeah, it's English.
Yeah.
Messed up
I
language.
mean, English sucks.
That was actually another fun story. So when I got to my campsite the first night, finally, I pulled in and there was a lovely little couple next to me who they were camping out of their car. They had Wisconsin plates or something like that. One of those.
Wisconsin.
Yeah, they weren't from Wisconsin though. They spoke Spanish.
Okay.
They spoke very, very fluent Spanish. They were that I think was their first language. But anyway, I woke up the next morning to the lady of the couple, or however they identify, having an interview, a job interview. That was very interesting to listen to. As in my tent, I'm laying in the tent in my campsite. It's like 7:30, 8 o'clock in the morning, and just full on Spanish conversation going on. About halfway through, they switched to English because apparently whatever job she was applying for was like a Spanish teacher. She was going to be teaching kids whose first language is Spanish.
Okay.
So they wanted to know how good her English was.
Okay.
Because she's going to need, apparently she's going to need to be speaking in that mostly.
Okay.
And I was really impressed. I liked her credentials. I would have hired her. I don't know. She just seemed very good. I liked all her answers. They didn't seem very like put together. Like, they didn't seem very half-assed like my answers are in interviews.
Yeah. I want to hear more about your self discoveries though. Let's dial it back. Let's circle back to that.
So okay, so someone like my self discoveries. So one is talking to the females.
How about talking to a fucking microphone? Can you work to the
Yeah,
females?
yeah, the females.
Yeah.
Or yeah, of the ones that I'm attracted to.
Girls, man, they're girls, you know.
So I went to a national monument. There was a lovely park ranger there who I was like, "Hey, I'm here for another couple of days. I should probably ask her out, see if she, she wants to come out." Because we were talking,
And-
holding up the line, kind of talking.
Yeah.
I should get going, but
I've done that before.
there was a long line behind me.
I feel like such a dick every time, but I
Dude,
don't care.
I bought a fucking national park pass. All I had to do was pay $15, but I'm like, no, I'll pay $80 for the national.
Bro!
But okay, to be fair though, I am going to use it
Okay.
because I do got to go through a couple national parks later this year when I go to my brother's wedding.
Yeah, true.
So, fuck it. I guess although, I mean, I could have paid $15 to go to that one, and then another $30 to go through the other two, and I still wouldn't have paid $80.
Yeah.
But it's nice to have it. I can throw it on my fucking Tinder profile that I have it. Girls will think that I go outdoors a lot. Bada bing, bada boom.
Dude, your fucking complexion says you don't go outdoors a lot.
What do you mean? Look at this fucking
I
tan
know.
line.
Yeah. But that was just from the motorcycle trip.
It was.
Yeah.
It was 106 out on my motorcycle trip. But so, like talking to girls, like self-discovery, like I actually felt like I'm going to make an effort instead of hiding in my shell where it's safe. I put myself out there and I actually found it to be a lot easier than I thought that it was going to be. Just talking. Honestly, and it was very small footsteps. I wasn't making gigantic tearing leaps and bounds.
Yeah.
I wasn't going
Well,
out
I mean,
there
I
and being like,
footstepped my way up. I didn't just be like one day just like I'm just gonna ask out strangers. Hello.
hello there.
Hello there.
Apparently girls don't like that.
The hello there?
Yeah. They're like, I don't get it.
Yeah, no shit.
I'm just saying, if you say it enough, you're going to find that right girl that gets it and then goes, General Kenobi. And then beats you with a lightsaber. That's the kind of girl that I want.
That beats you.
With a lightsaber.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
So you found out that it's a lot easier to just chit chat with people.
Not so much chit chat. Just put yourself out there.
Yeah.
Obviously, some people out there just don't know how to fucking talk.
Yeah.
So it's hard to hold a conversation with them.
Yeah. I've had a lot of those.
I need to learn how to flirt though, which we talked about on the last episode, and it's becoming more apparent because I've found that most of my dating app interactions aren't really flirting. It actually turns into like a serious conversation pretty quickly, and I feel like that burns out a flame pretty quick. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, for example, one girl.
I don't flirt.
You don't be like, yo, like, how do you, what, so, tell me if this is normal then.
All right.
This girl, on Hinge, she's like, oh, I'm interested in the 3 C's, cults, cryptids, and conspiracies. And I'm like, that's my fucking type of shit.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, what's your favorite cryptid?
I mean, I gotta go with the classic Bigfoot.
Dude, Wendigos.
Wendigos, yeah, but you got Bigfoot. I like Mothman. And the Thunderbird. You know about the Thunderbird?
Yeah.
Fucking Eskimo.
Fuck. It's still pointing at me.
It wants to hear what you have to say about that.
All right, so this girl, she's into the three crazies.
I just went, yeah. I just
Crazy,
went,
crazy.
yes, that's my shit. And she's like, oh yeah. And then we basically started a conversation from that. And then I was like, oh yeah, I'm super interested in, cryptids like Bigfoot and all them, and then conspiracies. I'm not like Fox News conspiracy, but like JFK conspiracy. Yeah. And then cults, kind of growing up in one, super interested about that. And she's like, what? And I'm like, I don't. So talked about like growing up kind of as a Jehovah's Witness. Talked about that for a while. It came to a serious kind of conversation, turned in religion, and I'm I don't know how to answer these questions.
See, I feel like that's a lot better than flirting. Oh yeah, that picture. You look so pretty.
I don't even do that though. I don't know how to do that. Like, yo, girl, you
Yeah,
got a
no,
fat ass.
that shit's fucking puke garbage.
But
Like having real conversation has so much more merit, especially when you're trying to date. Like if you're just trying to fuck them, then yeah, go just for the flirt PUA fucking garbage.
okay, so I'm overthinking it
Yeah, no,
because of my anxiety.
you are talking in a way that I anticipate someone who's trying to date talks,
Yeah.
which is what you're trying to do. So you're putting the right message out there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fucking anxiety. Although, so I did call a therapist, left a message to schedule an appointment today.
Let's go, baby.
But also, I don't know, like looking on my fucking app, it's like, oh, what are you looking to get done? And then it's just super confusing. Like, is this person a counselor? Are they a therapist? Are they a psychologist? A psychiatrist? What are they? I don't know what they are.
Dude, the hardest part of therapy, counseling, etc.,
It's finding one.
no, the hardest part is telling them you want to kill yourself without telling them you want to kill yourself. You know, just like, yeah, like, I don't want to be put in a jacket in a padded room, but like, I'm pretty fucking sad.
You could just say, like, I make a lot of jokes about killing myself.
Just, here's my stand-up routine.
Yeah.
It's 30 minutes of suicide jokes.
I say once a day, can I borrow your gun and a bullet at work? So there's that.
But yeah, so, what was I gonna say? Yeah, no, you know that one pickup artist? That's what PUA stands for. I'm not sure if you caught on to that.
PUA?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know.
Pickup artist.
I thought you were making like a the what's the fucking cartoon French skunk's name? Pepe Le Pew.
Oh, no. Yeah, yes, that's correct, but no, that's not what I was doing. PUA is pickup artist.
Pepe Le Pew.
He
was a pickup artist.
You know that 5,000 makeout guy?
Oh God, the dude with the mohawk.
The dude with the mohawk. He has 5,000 plus makeouts or something.
Channel 5 News did a thing on him, and then Charlie reacted to that video. That's a plane.
Derek from More Plates, More Dates also did a reaction to it. It was fucking hysterical.
Because Derek is more than just workout. He's actually like talking to women and.
Well, his channel used to be that. Now it's just, he does it occasionally, like maybe once every 100 videos, I'd say.
And he puts out 2 a day.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Fucking dedication.
Yeah. I mean, like, he has editors and stuff. He has people who do, like, market research on what his next video ideas should be. Like, he has a team. But
He's
still,
not like us.
like, yeah.
We're a duo.
Yeah. We need to put out more content.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
I think we need to do more Kermit stuff.
No.
Yes.
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 But
we have to overtake those assholes who are already doing it.
Yeah.
I'm not putting a hole in the door though. Have you noticed that like every video they use the hole in the door?
Yeah.
But they do have Elmo. That's their one up on us.
Oh,
I can't do an Elmo.
Damn.
We can get a Mickey Mouse. You can do Mickey Mouse.
Yeah, I could. I'm not doing it right now.
Oh boy.
Yeah, that's the quickest way for Disney to stop our careers.
Use and then we get hired by them to be Marvel superheroes. And we get jacked.
Perfect.
Like Kumail Nanjiani, who we've brought up in like every episode for the last 6.
Christ, that fucking meathead.
But the hardest thing about therapy? Oh, is telling them suicide.
Yeah, telling them you want to kill yourself without telling them you want to kill yourself.
I mean, what can they do?
You can be admitted to like
by a psychiatrist or
dude,
just anyone?
I don't know. They'd call 911 on you.
And then you just gotta be like, that person's a liar.
Yeah, but they're like, they have an actual like medical license, I assume.
So did Dr. Kevorkian, and he helped kill people.
True. Um, but yeah, they always ask,
Although
"Oh,
it
do
was
you
a
have any suicidal thoughts?" Crosses my mind.
crosses my mind in a comedic fashion.
Yeah,
Like, how funny can I make it?
yeah, um,
Yes, I know that's dark, but welcome to my generation.
yeah, exactly. It's like, are you a millennial too, or a Gen Zer? Dude,
Yeah.
like when parents like would make the comment like, "I'll give you something to cry about," like I thought they were just gonna hit me. I didn't think they were gonna ruin the economy.
They really did.
Like I didn't see that coming. I'm not gonna lie. Little 6-year-old Taran had no fucking idea what was in store for him.
I don't think I've ever had a parent say, "I'll give you something to cry about."
Oh man.
Are you okay?
Yeah,
You should talk to someone.
I have.
And they didn't help.
No.
You should try again.
No. You know what I fucking hate about therapy? Is like I have like a tier list of shit I need to get through, you know? Like I have the important shit up here where it's like, all right, this is like actually hindering my life. My relationship with my father is fucking down here, okay? You know?
That's where they want to start.
They always like want to talk about this shit. I'm like, no. We need to talk about my love addiction and how I'm viciously depressed if I'm not in a romantic relationship with
But
someone.
could that be because you didn't get enough love from your father? So maybe you should start at the foundation of it all?
No.
I mean, how are you going to get better, Jared? If you want to allow yourself to get better.
So my plan to get better. So apparently, according to some people, I have body dysmorphia as well.
Yeah.
Eh,
I've told you that several times. Because you made that same exact fucking joke. And I told you that. Yeah, you do.
So what my rationale is if I get jacked, get up to like 175 and 10% body fat. I'm about 16% body fat
You're
right
only
now.
proving that
172. If I get up to that point, get a hot girlfriend who loves me,
Yeah.
then my problems are solved. I will no longer have issues with my body or issues with being single. So, like, instead of actually trying to fix the problem, let's put a fucking Band-Aid on it and call it a fucking thing.
I don't think you know how body dysmorphia works.
Me neither.
When you get to the thing that you think is desirable, doesn't mean you're going to be okay. In fact, it'll probably make you worse.
Man, my triceps are lagging a bit, you know?
Yeah.
Just, yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway,
You do have that.
yeah. Why do you think I work out twice a day right now?
Because you have nothing else to do.
Dude, I don't even have fucking free time to work out twice a day, but I still fucking do it. I'm currently sleeping 6 hours a day so that I have time to work out twice a day.
And then you don't even sleep 6 hours a day.
Yeah, I do.
You usually sleep 4.
Yeah, I've been up to 6 or 7.
Okay, good for you. You're
You look
inching
happy
your way.
and healthy.
Yeah. So back to my trip to the red states. Do you know what do you how nice it was to walk into an area that is very red and just feel better than everyone there?
Oh, okay. I was like, Trevor, I'm scared.
No, I just like, yeah, look at
Yeah.
all you fucking Trump assholes.
Isn't it nice to walk into just a really red state and just feel good like you belong?
No.
That's where
no.
I thought that was going.
I'm just like, I'm better than all of you.
Yeah,
You
that's
can
fair.
keep your shithole fucking. I think Idaho is like the sun state or something like that. No, it's like, it's the bug state. Dude, I had to clean. Every time I stopped, I had to clean my fucking windshield or my visor.
Dude.
I call it my windshield. My face windshield. Because it was just covered in bugs.
Yeah.
Dude, my shoes are covered in fucking bugs.
Jesus.
Yeah, there's like one of the pair of shoes that I wore has literally a fucking red streak down the side of bug guts
Sexy.
that just exploded. I remember it hitting too and looking down. I'm like, Jesus Christ! Like it hit my foot so hard, I felt like a rocket came up and went through my shoe.
Jeez.
Yeah, it hit fucking hard.
So what else do you have to say about your trip?
It was hot. It was miserable, but I had fun. I do got to say, it also restored my faith in humanity a little bit. Because on my first day, when it was 106 out, they there was I got caught up behind a really bad accident on the interstate that I was stuck in for over 2 hours, and it's 106 on the freeway.
Fuck.
So just sitting there, and I'm fucking dying. I'm baking. That's why my tan is so bad. Although luckily it's tanned and not burned.
Yeah.
Because I got to it quickly with lotion. So while I'm sitting there fucking dying, car behind me pulls up next to me and is like, "Hey, do you want?" They had ice cold fucking water, and they gave me a couple of waters.
Let's go.
And I was like, "You guys are so fucking nice." They were actually from North Portland.
Huh?
Yeah, it was so nice. They're like, they saw my Oregon plate.
So in other words, on the way to a red state, the Blues still came in clutch for you.
Exactly. Yeah, they were incredibly nice. Talked to them for a bit. And they're like, "Why don't you go up to the front of the line?" I was like, "That's a great idea. I'll do that and see what's going on." So I went up to the front of the line, talked to the trucker that was there who like saw the accident happen. Basically what had happened was it was Interstate 84 where there was 2 lanes. There's 4 lanes, 2 going east and west. They had made it down to 2 lanes, 1 going east, 1 going west, because they were doing construction on the eastbound.
Yeah.
And in doing so, they made the lanes very narrow, and a semi-truck trailer had gone off the side of the pavement into the gravel. And so in order to correct it, he swung it back, and he swung it back too far, and the trailer went into the other lane, and the semi going west went straight through the fucking trailer. And he went through the trailer that was literally full of Diet Coke, and it exploded.
Wait, was it Diet Coke or Coke Zero?
It was Diet Coke.
Okay, good.
It was Diet Coke.
No wasted Coke Zero on this day.
No.
Good.
No, it was just straight up Diet Coke, and just exploded the trailer like in a fucking movie.
That's fucking
because there was
awesome.
Coke. There was Coke cans all over the freeway. So they got the semi trucks cleared, and then they had to bring in a fire truck to spray off all the Coke cans on the road.
Yeah.
And then they could sweep them off.
Yeah.
That took like 2.5, almost 3 hours.
Jesus.
To get that all done. Like I was in the lineup before emergency personnel arrived. Because they had to cut the guy out of the truck that went through the trailer. Yeah. And they had to air flight him out.
Damn.
They landed on the interstate. And yeah, just sitting there fucking waiting. And when I went up to the front, one of the truckers there gave me a water too. You know, just fucking super nice guys. Everything, yeah. You know, chatted with everyone. It was so fucking hot.
Yeah.
But yeah, restored my faith in humanity.
Cool.
Yeah.
Didn't restore your faith in truckers, that's for fucking sure.
Well, the ones who gave me water, yeah. I like them.
Yeah.
Not the ones
who caused an incident.
That's what's funny is I remember when I was a kid, I remember telling someone this when I was a kid, when I was like 15. I was like, "Oh yeah, you know, we were driving through the gorge, the Columbia Gorge in wintertime, so it was super snowy."
Yeah.
And I was like, they're like, "Oh, why are we driving in this? Blah blah blah." And I'm like, "Well, at least we're on the road with, you know, some of the best drivers out there." And they're like, "What?" "Well, it's just us and a bunch of semi-truck drivers." And they're like, "They're not the best drivers on the road. They literally hire anyone."
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Oh yeah." And now that I've done a lot of traveling, I've realized that. Nothing against truckers.
No, we can call out truckers. Who gives a fuck about them? Actually, they might be the biggest podcast consumers out there, so never mind.
Yeah.
Trucker.
Yeah.
Doing good, truckers.
Some of them are out there are really bad. And to be fair, the guy who gave me a bunch of water, sitting on the side of the road, the trucker, he was talking shit about the guy who, because he actually said that it was actually more of the guy who went through the trailer's fault for not paying attention, because you could see the skid marks of the trailer skidding around.
Yeah.
For like a half a mile.
Yeah.
So he had enough time to slow down and not go through the fucking trailer. So
Yeah.
he thinks that it was actually the guy who went through the trailer's fault.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was an interesting trip. It was incredibly hot out. I don't know why I chose to go to Idaho.
Yeah, I still don't get that one either.
Well, I got to go see Craters of the Moon National Monument, which is a lava field. I'm very fascinated by volcanology, so that's why I got to go there. And then on the way back, I hit the John Day fossil beds and the Painted Hills, which are another volcanology kind of a thing.
Cool.
So I got to see all that. And Eastern Oregon is incredibly beautiful as long as you don't stop there and talk to the people, because they're basically Idahoans. Also, I just want to give a quick shout out to the little camera that I was using, the Ape Man action camera. Don't buy one. They're fucking dog shit. Yeah, they're $50 fucking dollars or $75, but they're fucking dog shit. I was going through all
it's
my...
a $50 camera.
Yeah, but I mean, come on. I understand GoPros are expensive and they're the best, but they also don't need to be as expensive as they are. They could be a little bit fucking cheaper.
I don't know.
But I found out that several of the videos I had recorded didn't record. They just didn't record. And because it records in 15-minute increments, and every time you change the battery, it resets the timestamp. Mm-hmm. So I had to go through and find and rename each file. 15 minutes over 12-hour rides is a lot. So
Yeah.
and it didn't even record everything. So it was a waste of fucking time.
Damn.
I did get some good footage though. I got
Cool.
footage of me stuck in traffic on the interstate, but yeah, that was don't go to Idaho. It's a shithole state. If you go to Idaho, be rich and go to Sun Valley.
Yeah, I still don't know why Idaho.
It's because I didn't want to go to Seattle and I didn't want to go to San Francisco.
Okay.
Although now looking at the weather forecast, I wish I had gone to San Francisco because it was 70 while it was 109 in Boise.
Yeah, you could have passed through our old living area.
No, fuck Southern Oregon.
Yeah.
Fuck all parts of Oregon except for the Willamette Valley.
Portland Metropolitan.
Well, okay. All of Oregon is good. It's just the people that live in it. Southern Oregon's a bunch of conservatives. Central Oregon's a bunch of conservatives. Eastern Oregon's a bunch of conservatives. The coast is just a bunch of hippies. And then the Portland metro area and Willamette Valley is just a bunch of rioters.
And then Eugene.
I'm fine with the rioting. It's been fun.
It's been fun.
It's been fun. No, it's been for a good cause. So.
Then Eugene is just mostly college students, hippies, and drug addicts.
Yeah. Eugene is the culmination of everyone in the state.
Yeah.
Because you got all the old people who live there because they don't want to live in Portland, but they kind of want to live in a big city.
Yeah.
And they're conservative. Then you have all the college kids.
Which are the liberals.
They're the rioters.
We are liberals on this podcast. Trevor's giving a very bad message.
And then yeah, you have all the hippies who sell the drugs to the college kids. And then the drug addicts who haven't made it up to Portland yet.
Because they can't afford bus fare.
Although bus fare is actually pretty cheap. You can get on like one of those Bolt buses. I see them all the time. They're like $1.
Yeah. Damn.
Well, I'm sure there's fees on top of that.
Yeah.
You got to check your syringes.
So, it was funny that we brought up my body dysmorphia because that's actually leads into a topic I want to talk about. And that's
Your body dysmorphia?
no, kind of just like body image as a whole and what social media is doing to it.
It's awful.
Yeah, but there's a particularly awful subgroup of stuff that's going on.
V-Shred.
No, well, okay. Yes, but thank you for now ruining every one of our listeners' AdSense where now they're going to get V-Shred ads. Thank you. If you say that name, V-Shred ads. Instantly. Doesn't matter who you are.
I never got an ad until you were like, "Hey, have you gotten the ads for V-Shred?" And I'm like, "No."
Yep.
I got them immediately.
Yep. Don't know why. But anyway, so no, TikTok fitness community.
Okay, so yeah,
So
I've dived into the Instagram Reel TikTok world a little bit, but I haven't done the fitness side.
So
give me some-
TikTok has a fitness community. YouTube's fitness community is really good. There's a lot of bad. There's a lot of good. People like Jeff Nippard, very science-based. Greg Doucette, very like kind of real world based. He's been around for a long time. He's trained a lot of people, so he has a lot of just like hands-on real world knowledge. He has a master's degree in kinesiology. More plates, more dates. Who dives more into the science of pharmacology and stuff like that, diet, nutrition. He doesn't really touch too much on the actual training aspects of it, which is surprising. I feel like
Tennyson?
no, more plates, more dates.
Oh, okay.
Like I feel like being more plates, more dates. Like he's recommended other people's programs, but I'm surprised he's never put out his own program. You know. And then there's Will Tennyson, who's the more comedy side of. Then there's Mountain Dog, who's another like longtime trainer. There's a lot of great people making content. Where like TikTok, it seems like it's all garbage.
Well, I mean,
It's literally just let's all shit into a bucket and call it content, basically.
well, yeah, that's what TikTok is. It's those. It's. I don't know if there's like a max length for TikToks, but they seem to be like 30 seconds.
Yeah.
So you're not going to get good information on a 30-second fucking video.
So one of the biggest problems though is on TikTok, one of the biggest things that is being promoted as like a good decision is SARMs. SARMs are orally ingested hormonal supplements, basically a steroid. It affects your hormones. It changes your testosterone levels and your estrogen levels in your body and gives you anabolic results. You can build more muscles. Say the average male in his first year of training, of like serious dedicated training, can put on about 10 pounds of muscle in a year. That's your first year of training, and that's the most muscle you're going to get in a year. On anabolics, you could get upwards to 20 to 30 pounds in your first year. SARMs, you'll probably hit 16 to 20 range. So still a significant amount more.
Mm-hmm.
And TikTokers, like the famous ones, are promoting it as non-side effect steroid. It's safe steroids. Hey, 16-year-old TikTok viewers, just take these. They're safe steroids. They aren't.
And the ones, well, so even the ones that are high grade, this is just from what I've learned from listening to you. So even the ones that are high grade are still not safe.
Yeah,
but they're pushing the ones that are questionable at best.
Well, they're pushing probably sponsored ones, which are probably not third-party tested, so you don't even know the actual dose, like the real dosage of the product. It probably has a lot of filler stuff and just like other stuff in it. It's like, say it's Ostarine, the most popular, I'd say. It's probably not pure Ostarine or Ostarine or however you fucking say it. And it's probably got other filler stuff in it, which could be bad. But the biggest problem for me is, like, you could get pure testosterone from a doctor, and that pure testosterone will still come with side effects. It still, like, will negatively impact your body at high volumes.
Yeah. Too much of a good
so
thing.
Pure Ostarine will have negative side effects. It negatively affects your hormones, can cause hair loss, can cause acne. But the biggest thing that's the difference between SARMs and steroids is SARMs are orally ingested. So not only are you suffering the consequences of taking something anabolic like a steroid, but you're also facing kidney toxicity, liver toxicity. You're affecting your internal organs and your digestive tract by consuming this, having your stomach break it down, then distribute it to your bloodstream instead of just putting it straight into your bloodstream. So, like, it's crazy that, like, they're borderline getting away with telling kids to take drugs. Like, they are illegal for personal consumption. You can buy Ostarine online completely legally for lab testing. Like, it's It says for like most bottles will say for lab use only.
But they
But
sell it.
they take it as
The person selling it knows damn well you're buying it so you
yeah.
can ingest it.
Yeah. And
That's one of those stupid fucking like, like it's not prostitution if you videotape it.
yeah.
Kind of a bullshit.
Yeah. Or how you can sell the stuff to tint your windshields past the legal limit. You're allowed to sell that. You're just not allowed to use it.
So, yeah, that's actually really weird because that's in an industry I work in.
Yeah.
That's
why I said it so that you could give insight.
So with the window tinting thing, a company can put window tint on there. You just sign a thing saying that it's illegal.
Yeah.
And it's all good. But
Yeah.
but if a cop comes up, and it's really shitty how they fucking do it, how cops do it. They come up, they don't do it anymore. They can just tell.
Yeah.
And they also have like a tester too.
Yeah.
But you're technically not supposed to tint your windows, unless it's factory. That's the only time that's allowable. But they'll come up and like take a key and drag it on your window, and if you see tint come off, scrape off, then it's like, oh yeah, that's aftermarket, because they tint the car companies tint it like inside it, so they press it in.
Yeah.
Somehow it's weird. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm probably saying it wrong. Someone will tell me if I'm wrong. One of the 7 listeners we have.
No, isn't that Murphy's Law where if you say something wrong on the internet, people will tell you you're wrong?
Yeah. I mean, Murphy's Law is just whatever can go wrong will go wrong.
Thanks for correcting it. Proving my point.
Oh.
It's a different law, but I don't remember which law it is.
It's just one of those laws of the universe.
But
it's one of Newton's 4 laws of physics. And the 4th one, whatever you say wrong on the internet, you will find out about it.
That's Newton's 5th law.
Yeah.
It's his lesser known side project. But yeah, like even channels like More Plates More Dates that promote pharmacology and stuff is very much like, hey guys, this isn't safe. You should be getting blood work done if you're doing this stuff to like monitor your health and everything. And hey, here's a link where you can look into getting your blood work done. And he's very much like, I'm not saying to do this, but if you're going to, here's how to do it safe. Where these TikTokers are just like, do it.
But that's the internet though. That's the 21st century.
Yeah.
Somebody is like, hey, I want to do this. I want to like, doesn't More Plates More Dates Derek, doesn't he like offer to do people's blood work?
MerrickHealth.com, yes.
Okay. I'm really uncomfortable with that plug.
Sorry, I'm plugging Derek's medical business.
So, but like, he's like, I want to do good. This is a thing that people can do. I want to do it the right way.
Yeah.
And it's capitalism.
Yeah.
That somebody's going to come in there and undercut him, and they can't do it the same way that he does it, so they've got to cut corners. Oh, we don't have to do your fucking blood work. That's too much work.
Yeah.
So yeah, some fucking company's going to come in and see a market and be like, how can we overtake this market?
Yeah. No, I mean, my biggest issue is if you tell someone in their 20s, hey, take the steroid alternative, it works, and they just do it, okay, cool. Whatever negative side effect they get, that's on them. If I go up to some dude and I'm like, hey, dude, you should start taking Anavar for your workouts. It's really going to help. And they Google Anavar and they just hit buy. They don't read any of the fucking warning labels. They don't even Google what fucking Anavar is. They just take Anavar. They're 24 and they're ready to get fucking juiced up at the gym. Diced to the fucking socks.
Okay.
And then now suddenly they have erectile dysfunction. They can't get their dick up. They have super low test levels normally. That's on them. Okay, you were dumb. You You literally went by all the links of saying what Anavar was until you found some sketch site where you had to use cryptocurrency to pay for the fucking thing. And then you hit buy. Then you got your Anavar in the mail that looks like an RX fucking prescription box. Then you used it. That's on you. But telling a 16-year-old take Anavar, it works, is a completely different fucking thing.
Okay, I gotta switch subjects real quick. Because
Oh.
while sitting in the hotel in Boise, I saw a commercial for a thing that I didn't know was a thing. So you know what? You brought up ED, erectile dysfunction.
Yeah.
There's
Hims.
no, so there's also a thing called PD. God damn it, I just had it up.
Penis dysfunction.
Pretty much. So apparently it's called Perion's disease.
Okay.
So apparently if your penis has a curve in it, this could be Perion's disease. It is where scar tissue builds up in the penis, and it'll not allow blood flow correctly, and then makes it curve. I saw a whole fucking infomercial.
Define curved. Because, like, mine curves slightly
like a
up.
banana.
Oh, not like that. Like, it's maybe like a 2-degree incline.
So, yeah, I saw this commercial, and they kept saying PD, and I was like, I thought I misheard it, because I wasn't really paying attention. I was doing something else. And then I, like, looked over, because it's like 11 o'clock at night. And I'm like, PD. And so I watched the rest of the commercial. Yeah, and, like, this is, like, the new thing. Apparently, if your penis curves, it's got scar tissue. So why the fuck does your fucking penis have scar tissue? Why are you beating your penis so hard? It's causing scar tissue.
Sometimes you just get a little overzealous. But yeah, so my biggest issue with it is like, all right, lie about what SARMs are. Cool. Lie about it to fucking adults, not 16-year-old kids using a fucking meme app.
Everyone's dumb, though.
It's literally promoting drugs to kids, which is insane to me.
That's what this world is. That's what America is. Everything's a fucking drug.
Yeah.
That's all we're doing. Like, here's a drug to fix your anxiety. Here's a drug to fix your OCD. Here's a drug to fix your ED. Here's a drug to fix your PD. You know what there is no drug for? There's no drug to fix racism.
Yeah, there is. It's called a gun.
Who does that help? The racists or the racism victims?
The victims of racism.
But the racists have guns.
Yeah, we need to shoot them.
Not all gun owners are racist, but all gun owners... Wait, no.
All racists are gun owners.
All racists are gun owners.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
It's accurate. We have guns.
No, we don't.
We don't.
There's not a gun in this house.
Yeah.
Or else there'd only be one of us on this couch.
See,
or none of us.
That joke could be taken two ways. Either you're saying like one of us would shoot the other, or we'd shoot ourselves.
Oh yeah, I meant suicide.
Okay, good.
Remember.
Yeah. Our therapists are watching.
Our therapists are watching.
Yeah. Do you think we need couples counseling?
No.
Okay. You were quick on that. It was very sad no too.
What? Do you think we do?
No.
Now I think that we do. What aren't you telling me?
Nothing.
Nothing? That's it? That's all you got? You're just going to throw that out there? Like, do you think we need couples counseling? No? Why? Oh, okay. Sound like a fucking woman.
Oh man. So it's really fun for me to like just like make comments like that at work and just start trashing women and see like gauge the response of others around me. And I love it when like there will be the guys who get like really into it. Like, yeah. And I'm just like, no.
Like, whoa, buddy. I'm joking. What's wrong with you? You got some shit you want to talk about?
Dude, I have some coworkers who pretend they are liberal, but they are high-key sexist, homophobic.
Do you know why they're doing it? They're dudes, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're doing it because they want to get laid.
Yeah.
They're pretending to be liberal because they want to get laid.
Yeah.
Just like we are.
So like some of them are older. Like not older, but like over 35 to 45, and like that kind of age range. And it's like, yeah, who's the demographic of liberals? I would say generally people in their 20s. That's always who it's painted as,
18 to 35.
Yeah. So it's like, oh, so I'm also going to assume you also want to date a 20-year-old. Like, just going to make that blind assumption.
Well, I mean, now you're just spitballing, but yeah.
Yeah. Oh, no, I'm correct. Based off their taste.
Alrighty then.
I work with them. I hear what they like.
Oh, pedophiles.
Dude, so one of them straight up asked a coworker if she had a daughter. Like, it was just like, oh, do you have a daughter? Like, what are you going to do with that information, bud?
Whoa. In what context?
Like, kind of implying like he'd want to ask the daughter out.
How old is this dude?
36? Question mark.
So the person that
I know he's got like a decade on me.
The person he's asking if they have a daughter should hopefully be in their 60s.
45 to 50 range.
So their daughter's probably going to be in the 20 to 30 range. Probably low 20s,
Yeah.
which is weird, bud.
Yeah. And the answer was no.
For you. Like, yeah, I do, but not for you.
She was kind of quick on the ball. She's like, oh, no, I don't have kids.
Yeah, because she's protective. She's a smart mommy.
Yeah.
She's a Pixar mommy.
Funny enough, it was the same coworker who got the creepy love note from the customer.
Oh, that you were telling me about earlier?
Yeah. I'm not going to tell the details of that just because.
It's weird and specific.
Well, it was like personal information about the coworker, so
yeah,
I don't want to do that. But yeah, so it's like, dude, like what the fuck?
So I think it's important that we talk about it on this podcast because it's been kind of a recurring theme on this podcast.
Dating?
That and all you fucking people who are jumping onto the Bo Burnham bandwagon now can fucking
No. I just saw a post about this earlier. You could people, the veterans of communities, the long-standing veterans of communities. Doesn't matter what.
No. I'm saying they're welcome on the bus, but they need to sit their ass down and ride the bus. Okay, I don't need their hot takes, their hot opinions, or stupid fucking TikToks about his fucking videos. Okay, it's more than just comedy.
It's a lifestyle.
It's a lifestyle. No, it actually inside changed me.
Dude, inside was something else.
Inside Bo Burnham's special changed me. It motivated me.
Yeah.
Just to see what he was doing. But also, like, it motivated me as, like, wanting to be creative. But it also motivated me in a way I should seek help.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, oh, man. He's externalizing a lot of things that I feel internally.
Man, he's going through a lot right now that I also feel like I'm going through. Seems like he's trying to cope with it and make it better, and I'm just sitting on the couch talking to my best friend.
Is that you or is that me?
Both of us.
Yes. We just need like one person who talks for the both of us. That's right in between us.
Yeah. Probably someone non-binary.
No.
That's ass would take up that entire fucking cushion.
What is wrong with you?
A lot.
You really are addicted to love.
Yeah.
Do you think are you addicted to a person that you love or are you addicted
No,
to the love?
I'm addicted to love.
Okay. Yeah, you should really talk to someone about that.
Yeah.
Not me. Because I
Trevor.
don't know what love is. I want to know what love is.
All right. So, listen here, listeners. Taran has some problems that you are now going to dissect.
But Bo,
for show.
born Bostonian.
Ending it there.
Yep. I was really hoping you would because I did not want to keep going with that.
Jesus Christ, I'm getting blown the fuck up by someone who should be sitting on this couch. M.
Oh, okay.
But anyway, so yeah, I know Bo's just so far and above. Like, he is like the poster boy for millennialism, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Like, he just kind of encapsulates everything that being a millennial is.
I feel like that's a fair, because like
Yeah.
it's been like the same like progression where he always like he got famous with all this stuff on YouTube and it was funny and it was like, yeah, that was YouTube at the time, you know.
Yeah.
And then what came out and we're all teenagers and we're like, yeah. And then Make Happy came out and we started getting disgruntled. And then Inside came out.
Well, I mean,
and we're
he's
super disgruntled.
like 3 to 5 years older than us. So he has like been borderline our big brother our whole life.
I don't like that.
Yeah. Oni-chan!
Why did you have to do that? Why'd you make it weird? Now he's never going to come on this podcast.
Bonnie-chan!
I did watch a movie today.
Yeah.
Funny People.
Haven't heard of it.
It's an Adam Sandler movie.
Okay.
It's got Seth Rogen in it.
You.
It's actually not it's a Judd Apatow movie.
Okay.
Sorry, it's a Judd Apatow film.
Oh my god.
And
Judd. Who names their kid Judd?
Mr. and Mrs. Apatow.
Who's just Judd.
First of all, why is the
hold Judd for me?
Judd Nelson from The Breakfast Club?
Still a shit name. Just because there's other people named Judd doesn't suddenly make it a meritable name. There's other people named Taran. Doesn't mean it's good.
Son Taran. You know what?
The Egertons.
Yeah, but they spelled it cool to make up for it being
Taran. Taran.
Taran. Taran. Isn't that what Forrest Gump says?
Taran.
So I just kept running.
Anyway, so this Funny People movie.
Bo Burnham was in it.
Oh, cool.
He plays a very small character, but there's a scene in it where he's
he's quite tall.
Yeah, where he's standing next to Adam Sandler, and you're just like, holy shit.
Yeah.
He could crush Adam Sandler. Because Adam Sandler, I don't think is like super tall. I think he's like 5'9", 5'10", right around there. And then Bo Burnham's 6'4".
Yeah. Dude, I cannot wait to see Bo play Larry Bird.
Wait, what?
There's a movie about the Lakers coming out, and Bo plays Larry Bird.
Jesus Christ, Bo's from Boston, too.
Yeah. So, like, from what I've gathered, I haven't really looked into it too much. Apparently, it's going to be, like, a pretty comedic movie. So, okay, that'll be great having Bo be Larry Bird. But I never just, like, in my head, like, athleticism and Bo do not go hand in hand. Like, those don't really sit in the same conversation for me.
Also, I don't think how tall was Larry Bird?
I mean, like, he was probably short for the NBA, but short for the NBA is 6'4".
Well, yeah, Bo is.
Yeah.
But I feel like Larry Bird is like 6'7". I'm going to say 6'7". I'm going with 6'7".
6'9".
God damn it.
Fuck, dude.
He's got 5 inches.
But I mean, like, they'll probably have, like, other actors and stuff that,
who are
like...
short.
Yeah, so
and
it'll
if you
make
shoot
them
from
look
a
taller.
downward angle, they look taller.
Yeah.
Is Bo directing this? He
Probably not.
should. He's a better director than anyone.
I disagree with that. I would say he's a great film writer, but that doesn't inherently make him a good director.
No, I saw that. I saw a video talking about his directing style, and I actually liked it the way that he uses lighting.
Yeah.
I like the way that he does
with
that.
Inside, and they also talk about 8th grade where he uses the phone
As the actual only lighting, and it makes it just feel real and like you're there.
Whereas like in other films, like phones are just like these basically like blank slates, like they don't really like actually produce any light.
Yeah. And with Inside and Make Happy, especially.
Yeah.
With more Inside, but Make Happy, you see it too, with the lighting. It makes you feel stuff.
Yeah.
It adds more to the performance than just the lyrics.
Yeah.
And the music.
Like, no, he's a fine director, but I'm saying like saying he's better than everyone else is a very far stretch.
He could have done better with The Hobbit.
Yeah, by not making it.
Yeah, exactly. We're making it one fucking movie.
Or just not making it all together.
Yeah, they didn't need to. You know what
Yeah.
that was? It was a cash grab.
Yeah, but Martin Freeman did play a great Bilbo. Martin Freeman's fucking awesome.
Yeah, and I heard Benedict Cumberbatch played a good dragon.
Yeah.
You know what? Also made Benedict Cumberbatch's performance great.
He did the motion capture for the dragon.
That and he never said penguins.
Penguins?
Penguins. He said it differently every time too. If you look up the video of Benedict Cumberbatch saying penguins incorrectly, he never says it the same way twice.
Yeah.
Penguin, penguins, penguins, like different every fucking time.
But do you think penguins did the Benedict to deserve this?
I mean, I'm sure we'll probably see about it in Multiverse of Madness.
Oh yeah, true.
We'll probably see why they'll go back in time, see when Benedict Cumberbatch was assaulted by a penguin at the London Zoo.
All right, so you want to talk Loki at all?
Yeah, let's do it. Spoiler alerts.
Spoilers.
Although this will be coming out after the finale.
Yeah, so I guess what are your predictions for the finale?
And we'll see if we're right.
Yeah.
So we're going to talk about Loki.
Do you think Owen Wilson's going to either ride a jet ski or say wow?
I think he'll ride a jet ski. I don't think they're going to do the wow thing. That's too much fan service.
Wow.
We couldn't ask for that.
Or will he just see a jet ski go by and just,
wow. Or he'll ride the jet ski and go, wow.
He'll just pan in super close on his face.
Wow. Honestly, I don't know. Who do you think is going to be at the castle that they go to?
I think it's going to be a Loki.
You think it's going to be a Loki? I like the theory that it's going to be a Loki who's being controlled as a pawn, just the same way that this Loki was controlled by Thanos as a pawn.
Yeah.
Like used as a pawn, not controlled.
Yeah.
By Kang.
Nope, no Kang.
But it's not gonna. We're not gonna know that it's Kang until Quantumania.
Okay, that'd be fair.
That's why I think because we didn't know that it was Thanos until the end credit scene of Avengers. Fine, I'll do it myself.
I still agree with the standpoint that because these Marvel series aren't meant to be like focal points of the MCU, they're not going to introduce anyone major.
That's what really disappointed. I understand where they're coming from that because they're like most of the fan base, most of the people who spend their $1 billion coming to the movies don't actually care. They're just mindless drones.
Yeah, like they're not going. Like, dude, I know people who are super into Marvel and they're just like, nah, I'm not gonna watch this series.
Why? The shows have been so good.
Dude, the shows have been upper tier, like over the 50% mark of Marvel.
Yeah.
Like, definitely Loki. Like, Loki's been phenomenal.
Which sucks, though, because each show has gotten better than the last.
Yeah.
WandaVision was great. Oh my god, do you remember what it was like watching WandaVision?
Yeah.
You're just like, oh,
and then
fuck.
Falcon and the Winter Soldier somehow blew it out of the water with great character dynamic.
Yeah.
Just like Bucky and Falcon, just hilarious fucking duo. The action was great. Like the nostalgia of just watching the Winter Soldier be a fucking badass.
Yeah. And then Loki comes out, and I honestly didn't know what I was going to think about it because I kept thinking, well, this is 2012 Loki. He's an arrogant prick, more so than the one that we just saw get killed.
Yeah.
But they quickly got him back to they quickly developed his character and matured him very quickly.
Yeah.
In a way
that made sense.
That made sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you think it's going to be a Loki variant?
I think it's going to be a Loki variant, and it turned out none of this was real at all. And it's all been in Loki's head since he got away.
Fuck you. I hate that fucking trope.
I don't want it. But I'm really worried it's all going to be in his head the second he got away.
I hate that fucking trope. If that is, that'll ruin the show.
Yeah.
That stupid fucking trope. But it is also the most Loki thing.
Yeah. Honestly, I have no idea. Renslayer, likely.
I don't think she's going to be. I did see something about how Marvel tweeted out. You see the thing that Marvel tweeted out?
No.
Marvel tweeted out, meet your Lokis. and it was like old
Oh
Loki.
yeah, and it had Renslayer as one of them.
No, it had the not Renslayer. It had the
Oh, the
that guard,
the guard,
the
yeah,
N15 or whatever her fucking
yeah,
name was, the one that we see at the end of this last episode.
yeah,
And Renslayer was interrogating her.
yeah.
People think, oh, it could have just been a mistake.
I think it was a
I
mistake.
think it was a mistake as well.
Yeah, because like,
But they do use variants as time agents or whatever they're called.
yeah,
So
I don't know.
we got a crocodile Loki. We can get a black lady Loki.
Well, no, my issue with that is like, uh,
It doesn't make sense because it hasn't been revealed, and why would Marvel tweet it?
yeah, well, no, like the thing that doesn't make sense about it is like, what purpose is she currently serving? Like, she is captured at the moment, and all she did was help Sylvie escape. And like, I don't know, it's just like she didn't play enough of an important role, and I don't feel like she'll be able to play an important enough of a role in this next movie, considering she's captured. Like, how is she going to turn out to be a Loki? Like, it just doesn't make sense.
And I don't really like the Loki variant theory. I feel like we've already peaked with the Loki variants with the with going into the void.
Yeah, my biggest thing is I don't think they're gonna introduce a whole ass new character in one episode.
Yeah, they're not going to.
So
It's
I think
gotta be a Loki
it's someone that we already see, or the whole variant thing of someone that we see, but it's their variant. So maybe it's a Mobius variant. Maybe it's a Renslayer variant. Maybe it's Mobius himself. Maybe it's Renslayer herself. Maybe it's Sylvie all along. Maybe it's Agatha all along.
Always Agatha.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't think it's going to be anyone that's newly introduced. I honestly think there's potential that it's old Loki.
He's dead, though.
Yeah, by his own dragon. He's a master of illusion.
That's fair.
How many times have we watched Loki die? He even talked about getting by tricking the great titan Thanos.
Yeah.
So he tricked Thanos. He could trick Loki.
That's the thing, though, is any trickery or anything is expected because that is the most Loki thing.
Yeah.
So anything is on the table with this motherfucker. I don't even think that he's actually dead after Endgame.
Well, yeah, no, you can. It was confirmed he wasn't. He hid out on the planet.
No, not old Loki. I mean the Loki from the Sacred Timeline.
Wait. Yeah, no, that is old Loki.
That's a variant, but I'm talking about I don't think that Loki actually died. Like, yeah, they're like, oh yeah, that's a variant, so they kind of threw away that fan theory, but I don't think that he's actually dead.
Well, no, that is him. That is him from the Sacred Timeline.
What?
Okay, so old Loki was the one that tricked Thanos.
Yeah, so old Loki's the one that tricked Thanos. He went to a planet to hide, but he said as soon as he went to leave the planet, the TVA showed up.
Yeah.
Wait, so Loki isn't dead?
Loki didn't die in Infinity War.
Endgame. Yeah.
Infinity War.
Oh yeah, Infinity War. Yeah, shit.
Don't try to correct me. And then he was supposed to die in that moment. So the TVA showed up when they discovered he didn't. So that is like the date of his recorded death.
So if he destroys the TVA, then he can come back.
Yeah.
So they just set up their own way of reintroducing him into the...
Yeah. They already confirmed Loki season 2, so...
Wait, really?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah, they already confirmed it.
I thought that they weren't... Did they confirm a Falcon and Winter Soldier?
They confirmed a Captain America 4.
Yeah. Which also I heard that apparently it's going to be Anthony Mackie versus Chris Evans Captain America style of a thing. Which doesn't make any sense.
We literally just had that show. Because it was kind of him versus the Captain America.
Yeah. Well, but it was like, they were like, oh, Chris Evans is rumored to be coming back for Captain America.
He's
4.
not.
He's not.
If anything, he'll come back as Old Man Cap.
I don't think that. I think he's dead.
Yeah, he's on the moon.
He's dead on the moon. So I didn't even think about it that way, though. Marvel just kind of confirmed that uh, there's a way for Loki to come back into the sacred timeline.
Yeah.
Well, because obviously we're gonna have a multiverse of madness, so the sacred timeline is not gonna mean anything.
Well, I think it's gonna be 2012 Loki that comes back to the real timeline. Do you think Sylvie's gonna make it through?
Yeah.
Good. God, I love Sylvie.
What did you think of Black Widow?
I thought it was fucking amazing.
I liked it. It was very standalone.
The thing I liked most about it is if you took away the name Natasha Romanoff and put out this movie, just didn't mention Captain America or anything, it was just its own spy movie.
Yeah, it was a pretty good
It was a
standalone movie.
badass espionage movie. And it was just like, we got all the backstory we needed. We got, like, the conclusion to the backstory. Like, it was just like, it could have just not been a Marvel movie, and it would have been a really good spy movie that I probably wouldn't have watched because I pretty much only watch Marvel movies now.
No, yeah, I agree. I liked it. The end credit scene was pretty interesting.
I didn't like the end credit scene.
You didn't like it? Why not?
I thought it ruined the moment of, like, her mourning Natasha's death and, oh, I'm sorry, allergies in the Midwest. And it's just like, okay, cool.
That's her character, though. You're supposed to hate
yeah.
Valentina Victoria de la Corsa Rodriguez.
Give up.
I don't fucking name. Something really
but
wrong.
Anyway, so
also, can we just, like, why do old people put streaks of color in their hair?
yeah,
I don't like that.
me neither.
If you're old, you're not allowed to do that. If you're at the age of if you're at the age where you might consider throwing away a car, you're old, and you're not allowed to do things anymore.
No, I thought it was dumb because now it's setting up what Hawkeye's going to be of Hawkeye versus the younger sister for 90% of the season, probably until they inevitably team up at the end.
I think that's where it's wrong, though. I think that's where you're wrong, because remember, we talked about this with the Loki series just a second ago. The Loki series and the Falcon and the Winter Soldier and WandaVision all have to be so standalone that they don't affect the movies. So we're not going to have a movie end credit scene that's going to affect a TV show, because people who are in the movies watch the end credits and are going to be like, and they're never going to see the happenings of that end credit scene. They're never going to see, what's her fucking name?
I forgot.
They're never going to see what's her name
the younger
fight
sister.
Hawkeye, because it's going to be in a TV show.
No, I think the movies very much affect the TV shows.
The movies affect the TV shows, but the end credit scene, like the events of a movie, will affect a TV show. As in,
No, if anything, that's just a way to promote people to watch the shows, because they want people to watch the shows. They're just aware of the fact people won't.
Maybe that's a better way of looking at it.
But,
I don't know. I'm just saying, if you're not a committed fan, don't fucking.
I'm just saying.
Don't watch anything.
The Hawkeye dispute between him and the younger sister could be solved with a 5-minute conversation.
Yeah.
But instead, they're gonna stretch it out for a full fucking season.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's gonna be dumb.
Yeah, it is. It's gonna be dumb.
Yeah. Hey.
This is a Batman vs Superman style thing.
Hey, guess what? Hawkeye, I don't remember, Jeremy Renner. Why'd you make a rock band that sucks?
Oh my God! Why did you make a rock band that sucks? And then Jeep? Why did you think to use this fucking music in one of your commercials?
No, what gets me the most is that he got such a great drummer, Luke Holland, to be.
What?
Yeah, Luke Holland plays drums for Jeremy Renner's band.
What?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, but it's like
get some other good musicians and get Jeremy Renner out there and make a good band.
Yeah, I honestly just get Jeremy Renner out and it'd probably be a huge improvement, because he's just making radio butt rock. Like, he's not even using Luke Holland's potential. Like, because he's just playing, like, basic rock drums.
That's sad.
Yeah. But, I mean, like, the paycheck's probably great, so who the fuck cares?
Yeah, they already sold out to Jeep, so.
Yeah. I'm pretty much out of topics.
Yeah, we talked about Loki, and that's all I got.
Yeah.
Did you ever just wish you could illusion all your problems away?
Dude, do you ever wish that you fucking knew back in school how to end a presentation? Like, it's like, yeah, so that's it.
And in conclusion,
And in conclusion,
that's all I got.
Loki's a great show.
What is it? Yeah, I don't know. I wish I knew a lot of things back in school. Would you go back in time?
Yeah.
If you know everything you know now, and you went back in time, back to when you were 13, to restart and do it all over?
Yeah. I don't know anyone who would. Any 13-year-old who can do differential equations is getting into fucking Harvard for free.
That's fair.
Yeah.
What was the question I wanted to ask you? There was a question that I wanted to ask you, and I can't remember what it was.
Actually, wait. I don't like. I would have my current brain and just implant it into a 13-year-old's head.
All your thoughts.
You know what? Actually, no. I don't want to do that. You want to know why? So everyone's like, "Oh my god, I would be so much cooler. I'd go back. I'd be able to date girls and stuff." You want to go back and date 13-year-old girls?
Okay, but like...
Now you're trying to bang kids, and that's wrong.
That's where you take it. Okay.
Yeah.
Weird how your first thought is to bang 13-year-olds. So
No, I'm saying
turning that around on you.
Every single guy that's like, "Oh, I wish I could go back and I would be, a constant player. I would know how to talk to girls then." And it's just like...
Okay, well, first of all, you don't do that at 13 years old.
Yeah, but like
You
once
do it
you
when
hit
you're
like
17,
15,
18.
16.
17, 18.
15, 16.
17, 18.
14, 15.
Jesus. Going down.
Down, and we're looking
There was something that I wanted to
around,
fucking
and
ask
sugar,
you.
we're going down swinging.
Um,
Don't keep your match mate waiting. Send her a message. I did send her a message. What are you talking about?
What the fuck did I want to ask you? I don't remember what it was.
Well, I'm just going to swipe on Tinder while waiting for you.
All right, so you can check us out on Surprisingly Podcast on Instagram.
Surprising Twit on Twitter.
You can check us out on Apple Music, Apple Podcasts,
Spotify.
iTunes, is that still a thing?
I don't know.
Podcast Addict, Anchor. Where the fuck you listen
Is
to
it podcast addict like an attic in the ceiling, or addict like you're addicted?
Addict, like you are to love. What do we call this episode? We didn't say anything funny. There it is. We didn't say anything funny.
I'm Taran.
I'm Trevor.
And we are r/signing
signing off.